Welcome to Leading in Luxury, the podcast where we dive deep into the strategies and stories shaping the boutique and luxury hospitality industry. I'm your host, Daniel Renna. For those of you just joining us, we are DMR AI Hospitality Solutions, and we specialize in helping the boutique and luxury hospitality industry scale their revenue and profitability by acquiring new clients. We believe in leveraging cutting-edge technology to enhance, not replace, the human element of hospitality. Today, we have a truly inspiring guest, Nahid Ibrahim. Nahid is the founder of iStay, a unique hospitality business in Atlanta that specializes in corporate and insurance housing. Her journey began with Airbnb, but a pivot during COVID led her to a deeply impactful niche, providing comfortable long-term housing for individuals and families displaced by unforeseen events like fires or floods. Nahid brings a powerful perspective on hospitality that extends beyond traditional luxury, focusing on empathy, logistical agility, and providing normalcy in times of crisis. Pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Daniel. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, your story of pivoting your business during COVID from Airbnb to focusing on corporate and insurance housing is incredibly compelling. Can you start by telling us about iStay and what inspired you to move to this unique and vital segment of the hospitality industry?
I started with Airbnb with just one property, thinking that it's a good start to my a career which I could easily do with staying at home, focusing on my kids and still, having something to do. And then it started off with one Airbnb very close to my place where I live. And then within 3 months of my business, 3 months of when I started this, COVID hit. I had bookings for the whole year that got canceled in just one single day. And I was like so disappointed and I didn't know what to do. And we didn't even know what to look forward to. And then slowly, I started getting inquiries from people who were stuck in Atlanta, who could not go back to their countries or to their cities, and who started looking for midterm rental. They wanted to stay for a month plus, or they wanted to stay till the conditions became okay. So I had no other option. My place was empty, and then I was like, yeah, sure, why not? You guys can stay. Of course, the price range would definitely not be as a short-term rental. It would be a price range of midterm rental. And at the time of crisis, I was okay. I just wanted my property to be occupied rather than being vacant. So that was one property. And then with one property, I started getting more requests. They're like, do you have a property in this area? Do you have a property in that area? And so that's the time I started looking for more inventory. And then I moved on to 3 properties. And all my 3 properties were booked with midterm rentals, people staying there temporarily till the situation could get normal and they could move back to their cities. So that's how I started with my journey. And then it went on. From 3, it became 30 plus now.
It's an incredibly valuable service that you provide, especially for people under duress. It's a completely different side of hospitality where you're not just offering a stay, but also a sense of normalcy and comfort during a very stressful time. Your business primarily serves insurance clients who often come with pets, need specific school zones, and have unpredictable stay durations. How do you approach the hospitality aspect of your service for these clients who are often in trauma? And what steps do you take to provide a compassionate, comfortable, and tailored experience that goes beyond what a typical hotel or short-term rental could offer?
So when we get a request from insurance companies saying that they have a client, we first ask them for all the details. The details is like the dynamics of the family, like if they have kids and if the kids need to go to the school, a particular school. So if that is the case, they have to be in that particular zip code so that their school is not, there is a school bus and the parents are not stressing about dropping and picking the children. So that is one thing we take care of. And second thing, if they have pets, most of our properties are fenced backyards. People love that because families with pets love having a fenced backyard. So that is one thing. And then if there are older people, sometimes, we do have families that come with a mother-in-law or a mother or some elderly person. So they need room in the main level. So all those things we take notes of, and then we try to match the properties that we have for our clients.
And that's a powerful distinction, focusing on the human element and providing a proper home environment. And it highlights the unique challenges of your niche. You mentioned that a significant part of your work involves constantly finding properties, especially when you don't have them in your core inventory, and you partner with other furnished housing providers. This sounds like a logistical puzzle without a traditional reservation system. What are your biggest operational challenges that you face in managing such a fluid inventory and unpredictable demand, especially when dealing with last-minute needs and open-ended stays for your insurance clients?
Yeah, that is a very big challenge. When I have my property in my core inventory that matches my client's needs, that's great. It goes really well. But there are times when we don't have properties in our core inventory that, I get requests from. So that's the time it's very difficult for us to, match the exact details of what the claims the insureds are looking for. So that's the time we have to, find the exact property, the exact zip code, and then the size of the house. The budget has to match, and the length of the stay. That's one of the biggest challenge because in insurance housing, the lease length cannot be determined. Sometimes we just sign a lease with a insured for a month, but it's never a month. So that is the
So,
biggest challenge. Yeah.
so how do you keep track of all that?
Good question. Yeah, it is. I do have a software that I work with, so that takes care of most of the things.
I mean, it's just thinking about it, it's a truly logistical tightrope that you walk, and it's clearly your network and agility are key. So you also mentioned when we talked before using a corporate housing software, like you just said, along with Excel sheets and Google Docs to manage your 22 to 25, even more now, core long-term properties, plus the fluctuating short-term needs. So looking ahead, as iStay continues to grow and respond to these unpredictable demands, what are the biggest opportunities you see for leveraging technology, perhaps AI, to streamline your property acquisition, client matching, and operational management? How can technology help you maintain your high-touch, empathetic service model while making the daily juggling act more efficient and less daunting?
For sure, AI would be definitely helpful for us in matching the inventory and also sometimes finding the inventory for us. There are needs sometimes when we have a 1 year need. I don't even look for partners. We just try to rent a place and instantly furnish it and try to move the family there if the family likes the location and everything else. So that is for sure matching the client matching definitely. And then also the speed with which like I get an email from a company and then if for some reason I'm not at the table and I'm unable to respond, the AI, the technology can immediately collect the database that I have, the number of housing that I have in my database. It can go through that, scan through the different properties and immediately reply to my client saying that, hey, we have this match. Would your client be interested? Some basic stuff like that. And also managing a lot of my accounting details and all those things. I'm definitely sure AI is going to be a lot more helpful for me to speed up the process.
Well, that's great. And I wanted to say, Nahid, your insights into compassionate housing, logistical agility, and the unique challenges of your niche are incredibly valuable. And you've painted a clear picture of hospitality model driven by empathy and operational prowess at the same time. Now, looking at everything we've discussed, from providing comfort in crisis and managing unpredictable demand to leveraging partnerships and streamlining operations, if you had a magic wand and could fix just one thing in your business that would most significantly enable iStay to scale its compassionate housing services more efficiently, reach more people in need, and maintain its high standard of care, what would that one thing be?
One thing would be if AI could match all my requests. Like if I have a request in one remote area, if AI could match that request and find me a property, and I would go ahead and rent that property to my insured client. Because that's sometimes the hardest part for me to find properties in different zip codes.
Wow. Well, Nahid, this was an absolutely captivating conversation. Your dedication to providing compassionate housing and your unique approach to hospitality are truly inspiring. And I want to thank you so much for joining us on Leading in Luxury.
Thank you so much for having me over. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you. And to our listeners, if you found Nahid's insights as compelling as I did, be sure to subscribe to our channel and drop us a like. You can find more about iStay and their vital services in the description below. So for Leading in Luxury, I'm Daniel Renna, and I'll see you next time.